Please be seated. Welcome to day 2 of the 9th edition of the OAS Cybersecurity Symposium. Our opening remarks today will be delivered by the Honorable Wayne Munro, King's Counsel. Minister Munro currently serves as the Minister of National Security and was recently appointed the Leader of Government Business in the House of Assembly. I am proud to invite to the stage the Honorable Wayne Munro.
There you go. This is cybersecurity. Everything is sorted out in advance. And that's probably a good lesson for what you're here to deal with, this being a big area that addresses planning. I don't intend to go over what my colleague, Minister Halkitis, went over with all of the protocols. I'll adopt all of that was set yesterday, and unless the Junkanoo beat it out of your minds last night, it should all be fresh to you. And just say good morning. Firstly, let me bring apologies for the Honorable Philip Edward Brave Davis Casey, the Prime Minister, who would have liked to have been here to address you, but business took him to the Vatican and Canada. So you have me instead. But it is my privilege and honor to be here to address you on behalf of the government of the Bahamas and to thank the OAS for this opportunity to partner with you to host this Cybersecurity Symposium 2023 here in New Providence. I congratulate our National Computer Incident Response Team and the OAS Committee Against Terrorism for organizing what appears to be a fantastic event. It is my pleasure to address you this morning. I'm actually told that there are 100+ delegates here from the region and other worldwide stakeholders. And you're here to discuss matters that are extremely important. I like to frame this in this fashion. The Bahamas is a country spread across 100,000 square miles with 13 inhabited islands, I think about 26 international airports, and the need to deliver services to all of our citizens in a convenient and digestible, cost-effective manner. And so digital provision will be the way to go, and with that comes threats. I wish to therefore express a special welcome to all of you attending today. We welcome you to the Bahamas, and if you have a chance, do see some of the other islands. I was directed to say that by the Minister of Tourism, the Deputy Prime Minister, who was the second up. But ladies and gentlemen, we know that cybersecurity is a borderless issue which impacts all of us in our daily lives. Because of this, it is essential that we involve the whole of society so that the planning and management of the cyberspace engages all areas of expertise. Our approach, therefore, to managing cybersecurity for our respective countries necessarily involves adopting cross-discipline values, diverse resources, and inclusion of persons across the spectrum of society. This event highlights the Bahamas' commitment to collaborate with countries with shared values and goals to strengthen all of our cybersecurity postures collectively as stakeholders. In the Bahamas, we understand that cybersecurity is a critical enabler for securing the country's economic growth and development plans. Without the security of the cyber infrastructure, we risk the stability of the banking sector and global trade exchanges, the national security of this country, and the overall growth of private sector businesses. These realities, countered by the focus on the growth of digital transformation and a deepening of interdependence, further underpins the importance of this symposium for us all. Cybersecurity, and by extension cybercrime, is not only a technological issue, but rather it's a cross-border and cross-discipline issue, requiring extensive cooperation and mutual support. Chargé Pitts is familiar with me saying that a chain is as strong as its weakest link. And in this area, that is very critical. And so mutual cooperation and support is vital. Our collective efforts are prerequisite to developing robust cyber frameworks and action plans to protect our digital communities. Information sharing by international experts to smaller nation states help us stay abreast of global trends and evolving technical processes. I'm excited to acknowledge and say welcome home to a daughter of the soil, Mrs. Kimber Aeneas Walden, Acting National Cyber Director of the White House in the United States. She is a daughter of one of our nation builders here, Dr. Judson Aeneas, the late Dr. Judson Aeneas, who not only excelled in the medical field, but did good work with young men developing their character. Welcome home. Ladies and gentlemen, I must reiterate that we all have a part to play. Cyberspace is a public, interconnected, and interrelated space. We are all still grappling with the vastness, innovation, and overall impact of cyberspace on our lives, especially in light of the rise of AI, artificial intelligence. Interdependence on technology creates ripe opportunities for cyber attacks, which are becoming increasingly more organized and sophisticated. As a cyber community, we are only as strong as our neighbors. Our commitment to collaboration with our friends and partners, specifically through information sharing on cybersecurity, capacity building, and development at the regional and sub-regional levels, will better position us all to deal with increasingly sophisticated cyber threats. Cybersecurity is an integral element of national security. And it's particularly important to us that in our administration's blueprint for change, the Davis administration have identified critical initiatives to build cybersecurity capacity and capabilities in this country, mainly with the establishment of the National CERT, digital forensic labs, and security operations centers at our defense agencies, and of course, the implementation of the National Cybersecurity Strategy. Our National Cybersecurity Strategy is a horizontal strategy which requires the involvement of all contributing stakeholders in the Bahamas, the public sector, both civil, civilian, and defense, essential service providers, the judiciary and legislators, sectoral entrepreneurs, and academia. Our vision of the strategy is the Bahamas is a secure and trusted digital society, benefiting its citizens' daily lives, sustaining economic competitiveness, and being recognized as a reliable partner, regionally and globally. This strategy focuses on, one, creating cybersecurity policies and mechanisms that will safeguard the economic and social activities of all Bahamians and visitors to our shore. 2, to secure their rights and convenience and protect them by deterring the actions of malicious actors through law enforcement and legal systems in a timely and appropriate manner. It is with this in mind that the National Cybersecurity Strategy outlines our ambition of a secure digital Bahamas in 5 strategic areas of focus. Firstly, cybersecurity governance framework. This area lays out the framework for accomplishing our strategic objectives, including the positioning of the national CERT and the processes for national and international collaborations. 2, effective incident prevention and response at the national level, ensuring our national capacity to respond to cyber incidents and threats. Thirdly, protecting critical information infrastructure by establishing an institutionalized approach to identifying and regulating critical services and industry. Fourthly, cybersecurity awareness and skills in addressing challenges related to advancing cybersecurity knowledge and building cybersecurity capacity within the Bahamas for every Bahamian citizen. The old saying is that knowledge is power. Fifthly, finally, improving law enforcement capabilities to better fight cybercrime. Consistent with these advances is our commitment to modernize our legal framework to support our cybersecurity initiatives against cybercrime. Criminals are smart. Every advancement is an opportunity. And so we must take decisions as to who will win the game, because everything is a game. And with the advancement in digitization, I think your slogan is seizing new tech. With all new tech comes new opportunities to exploit it, and to exploit it criminally, as well as holistically and legally. And I'm very proud of the work the Bahamas has done so far in moving to meet these challenges. I, along with everyone, agree that we all want the same things, namely to be sufficiently prepared to deal with existing cyber threats, to understand and mitigate our risks and needs, particularly at the leadership level, and to educate all of our digital citizens. This can only be accomplished with the assistance of a strong, coherent international cooperation, raising awareness in political decision-making processes, and enhancing public-private partnerships. In closing, I would like to thank CERT Bahamas team and the Ministry of Economic Affairs, our OAS partners, and the organizers of this event for permitting me to fill in for a much greater man in the country than I. And I thank you so much for your leadership and your partnership. I look forward to hearing from our esteemed speakers, and I call on all of you to do your part in ensuring a secure cyberspace for all digital citizens. Thank you very much, and good morning.
Thank you, Minister Monroe, for that warm welcome. Our next speaker, Kimball Walden, is the Acting National Cyber Director at the White House. Previously, she served as Assistant General Counsel in Microsoft's Digital Crime Unit, where she launched and led the DC